Podcasting from PMQ Pizza Magazine, which is the #1 authority on pizza for the last 20 years. This is Pizza Radio, where we discuss all pizza marketing, news, recipes, trends, and more. So, let's get started.
You know, I guess we gotta address the 500-pound gorilla, the big chains, the evil chains. It's no secret they've been running the ads on TV. Domino's has created thousands and thousands of new sort of artificial delivery points by creating what they call hotspots. So you no longer need like a physical address that is in their delivery. So, you know, if you're at a park or something like that and you don't know exactly where you're at, now you can figure out on a map that's probably on their app. I haven't actually looked at it, but you can have a pizza delivered to any number of hotspots, and that's, you know, yeah, they're an evil chain, and I'm against them, but that's a pretty good idea.
Wait, so they're delivering to the hotspot? That's
right. So they just create like points, you know, pinpoints on a virtual map, if you will.
Does that cost anything? Like, do they create the hotspot?
Yeah, they create and control them where they're at. So if you're just out somewhere, you're not, you know, you're away from home or whatever, and you don't really know the addresses or anything like that. Say you're at the park barbecuing or with your friends, or you're at the beach, and it's like, man, I could go for pizza right now, and you can look and find that they have a hot spot, like,
and you can
right
find that
near
person
you.
On the beach.
Yeah, then they'll deliver to that spot, and you just go over there and meet them. I assume that they prepay for the pizza before it ever gets delivered, because it'd be crazy to run people around random places without being for sure that you're making a transaction. You don't want them to no-show. But the question is, I guess, how can the independents steal this idea and use it in their own businesses? And so that's the next step, is somebody's got to develop pinpoints on a map, and it seems like it'd be very easy to do. To just create a number of pinpoints, and if you have an app for your independent pizzeria, find a way to geolocate and build it in there. Like, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like
not
it'd be
just
all
big
that
chains
hard.
can do it. That's pretty neat.
Somebody who's better at coding than me needs to get on that.
Now, is this something that you would say you would have to definitely hire someone to do, to create a hotspot to deliver the pizzas to?
If you've got a person that works for your company that can develop apps, and theoretically, like, they could do it. I mean, I don't know how many people have that sort of in-house talent, but it's probably possible a few people out there have it.
That's pretty neat. Well, it's Think Tank Thursday, where we get online and we go onto thinktank.com and we answer some of the questions that you are all asking. So one Think Tank question was, an employee post on Facebook, how should I handle? All right, Daniel, you want to tell them what they said?
Well, here's the situation.
Here's the sitch. This
operator has a longtime employee, and they saw that this employee had posted on her own personal Facebook the following, quote, "It's bad when your 17-year-old makes more money an hour than you do, and she is only part-time. She's been at blank blank company since May, and I've been at my job over a year. She got a raise. Guess I need to go work there." So essentially, the employee is sort of griping that her own teenage daughter is making more money than her at some part-time job somewhere else, and she's just kind of griping about that on Facebook.
And the owner saw this on Facebook and wasn't sure, because it is the person's personal Facebook. But you tell me, should this employee have posted this or not? Me, I say no. This employee should not have posted it. But also, I would check, if you're an employee and this has happened, in their About Me, does that employee say that they work at your pizzeria? Like, my Facebook, it says that I work at PMQ. I don't write anything saying, I'm going to just, can't wait to get away from Daniel today. No, because that just creates a hostile work environment. And also, you want to just, everyone should be their own PR person. And just make the company look good. That's not going to make you look good. And if he's griping about getting a raise, I don't think this is going to get him a raise. What do you think?
I think I'm a little unclear, because this could also be a factor. I'm unclear as to whether or not, I mean, if in the Facebook post she never actually names what job she's talking about, like, oh, you know, I don't get a raise from my anonymous job, and never really identifies the brand or the company in a negative way, there's not that much directed at your business, really, unless it's a really small community and it's just sort of everybody in the community knows where that person works, and that's different.
Yeah.
if you're working at a a large faceless corporation somewhere and nobody really knows exactly where you work, they just know you work somewhere and don't even know what they do, and you just post some vague gripe about not being paid enough, it's probably not a big deal. I mean, everybody wants a payday.
If you're talking about, because we live in a small local town. We're actually based in Oxford, Mississippi, and I would say if I post something about where I work, the whole town's going to know about it. Everyone knows our boss and CEO, publisher Linda and Steve Green. So I'd probably go to dinner and someone would bring it up and say, "Hey, that wasn't very nice what you put on Facebook." So
it's what you call what I've heard it referred to as a fishbowl town.
Oh yeah.
And so, so we're all in the same fishbowl. Everybody knows everybody. You really can't, I mean, you can talk about somebody, but it's going to get back to them. So in a small town like this, probably everybody knows where this employee works. They probably know who they're talking about. So essentially, the employee posted something on their personal Facebook, some negative PR about the branded business that they work for. In the grander scheme of things, it's probably not that smart for the employee either, because everybody probably knows where the employee works. So even without naming the brand of the business, they kind of know who she's referring to.
So now that we've decided that it's a bad idea, how's this owner gonna handle this?
Do you confront it? Do you ignore it? That's a good question.
I would pull the employee in the office and I would say, "Hey, this is a small town. I saw this on your Facebook. I don't mean to invade your personal privacy, but obviously there's something you want to tell me. Would you like to talk about this?" And create an open conversation about it. And that would also make the employee maybe feel more comfortable, and so that she doesn't have to go on Facebook and post about it.
Yeah, maybe it can be squashed if you confront the employee and maybe you tell her, like, I love what you're doing here. You do a great job. I would love to give you a raise, but we only do. They identified $5K a week. I guess that's in sales.
Yeah.
We only make XYZ amount of money, and like I just don't have the wiggle room. Like, I'd love to give you another job, a raise, but I just don't have the wiggle room in the budget to make it happen. Mm-hmm. Is there some other way we can incentivize you?
Oh, hey Brian, come on in.
I was chiming in. Are you guys still talking about the pay raise story?
Yeah.
Yes, same story.
I was saying that no, definitely don't give the raise.
Here, get in.
Well, I mean, I think I heard you say, Daniel, incentivize them in other ways, but sometimes they don't have the payroll to give out. But maybe there are other ways. If you bring in so many sales or new areas of avenues of revenue, we can give you some kind of bonus. Definitely don't give them pay raise because they griped about you publicly. Make sure that you talk with them. And
would you do one-on-one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would definitely do one-on-one. I would don't bring politics, religious views, anything publicly on Facebook, because it's just a minefield. Mm-hmm. And definitely don't start chastising your employees on Facebook either, because then that almost goes to bolster their arguments that these guys aren't that good to work for. Mm-hmm. So do it privately. The fact I heard the twist that they were getting ready to do evaluations is, come on, you couldn't have waited one more week to talk to them privately about it.
Maybe you were going to get your raise. Who knows? They may have shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, I would say there are other people who are dealing with it and hanging out and not publicly bashing us. So
and the employer wants to know, should I overlook it or confront?
Confront.
Us three, confront.
Confront, but do it nicely.
Well, I'm out of coffee, so that's all the time we have this week.
I left my mug over there.
Be sure to tune in next time.
Next week, Think Tank Thursday. See you then.